Final walkthrough Monday with the contractor, although he said I could move in, which is weird, because what if he's like, move that wall, Smitty? But pending Monday, we're good. I gotta pump more AC. That's part of the final walkthrough, but we're live. We're in the studio. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. Smitty.
Yo, 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 welcome to the show. We're live in the new studio. And let me tell you, it's fire. It's absolute fire. Let me give you a little tour. Okay, so over here we have the news conference station where I'll probably do a lot of IG lives, and don't worry, I'll try and solve that reverse video issue. You don't worry about that. Why isn't the NBA Jam on? Hold on a second. Unacceptable. 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 So, right here. Where's my cane? This is where your buddy Senior Smitty watches his Sunday football, his Monday football, his Thursday football. This week is Tuesday football, because that's right. We've got a Tuesday night football game, hopefully. This is where Senior Smitty is at his command station with his cane, spinning it around. Let's not break the new TV. And okay, let's put the cane back. I'm gonna get the cane holder up. I haven't read any of the in the comments yet. I'm just showing you, doing a studio tour. Okay, so we got news conference center, game zone. This is, look at this. Look at this. Would you looky here? Monitor. Why is that not on? Unacceptable! Unacceptable! We're a lot more soundproof in here too. Unacceptable. Monitor. We got a lot of room for activities over here. Computer, studio off. Computer, studio on. Oh, looky here. You were wondering what Smitty was doing when he was sitting here. He was watching the big screen up here. Music center. You can bet your bottom dollar some shiats going down in this section. Learning center. Marker board. Signage. And paper learning center. Hats galore. And that's it. That's it. Studio. Nailed it. Now, for whatever reason, honestly, it looks better from the other corner. But this is beautiful, because what we can do here is all kinds of mock drafting. We can do all kinds of trade creation. So if we were to do, for example, let me see if I can get this in here. All you Mixon owners, what in the hell are you up to right now? You should be trading this bad boy for 2 players like a J-Rob and an A.J. Brown. That kind of stuff, we're going to be, it's a little glary. We gotta work on that. Computer studio off. Might have to do that. I'll figure it out. I'll work the... Hold on. Hold on. I'll work the details out. Okay, broskies? Hit the thumbs up on your way in. Mixon. Send them. Full send. J-Rob and A.J. Brown. Maybe that owner doesn't have an A.J. Brown. Maybe that owner has a Chark. You figure it out. That's what's happening here. This isn't accurate. We're working out the kinks. Where's my camera? We're working out the kinks, okay? We're at 4.6, I think. But don't worry about that, okay? That's underway. Where's my camera? We're working out the kinks, okay? Smash the like button. I haven't read a single comment yet. I'm right now going to shuffle through the comments and see how well you like it, because I haven't seen anything. What happened to Kamara? What's everybody talking about? What? Okay. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull up the news. Alvin Kamara. Let me screenshot this because this is big news. Just making sure that I had the correct update before I drop this live. According to Pro Football Talk, the Saints are retesting Alvin Kamara for COVID-19 after he sat next to fullback Burton. That's what we got. You guys were asking about Alvin Kamara. In the news, Devontae Adams questionable for Week 4. Let me put that bad boy on screen for you. Nailed it. Adams, questionable Week 4. Learn about it. Goodbye low candidate if you need something. Thank you. Honestly, it's weird because from this angle, it looks a lot more elite too. I want to see if I can get that. I'm used to scooting though. I've carpet, and I keep trying to scoot my chair. I don't know if I want to pull this out though. I think damn it. I need to get a third camera. So this is badass because when I'm sitting watching way over here, and it's bigger than it looks in here with these angles, but watching over here, this is where I watch my football, up here above the music central station. And then again, I've got my 3 monitors here. And computer, studio on. Boom. Boom, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. But what's nice is I can talk to you. We can learn together. We can do marker board activities. So somebody throw out a player to trade. What time you going live, Dr. Raj says. Let's open this up. Let's open this up to Dr. Raj. I'm going to say, boy, we're live now. Oh, I don't know if I can get... shoot, I don't know if I installed... what I got to install to get him live. Dang it. I'll tell him we're live. We'll see if we can get him on. We are live now, Dr. Raj. We are live now. Dial in if you want. Boom. Okay, so I want somebody to throw a player at me that they want to trade away. We're going to come up with some ideas. Some trade ideas for said player. Let me do some housekeeping. Real quickly. Boom. Where's my music? Okay. Smitty, this looks awesome. Thank you. Stop playing Kamara torn two ACLs. Stop. Everyone stop with the Kamara stuff. Thank you, Joe. Is that breaking right now for real? Because I'm refreshing news. And everything's talking about COVID-19 with Kamara. So if something's breaking with Kamara, Noah, share it. Who am I trading? Somebody give me a... And have I missed a super chat? No super chats yet tonight? What the heck? J-Rob or Drake, rest of season. Kelsey, thank you for the Kelsey. Okay. How to trade Travis Kelce from the Learning Center. Let's get that mic. All right, can you hear me? Testing. Boom. How to trade Travis Kelce. When you trade a player and you're sending that player away, what you do is you target your anchor player. Your anchor player could be a smaller player. It could be a bigger player. But for the most part, you're going to find what it is you needed to trade, then find another second player to add to it that makes the trade in your favor. Swings it, tips that scale. So you're trying to get rid of Kelce on the high. You're clearly needing a tight end here, unless you have one on your roster already, which I'll address. But let's pretend you don't. So you're going after... Let's go after Hawkinson. So you go after Hawkinson. You go to the Hawkinson players team. Here's the super chat. JP with a super. Thank you, JP. Kamara's fine. He might have COVID. Everybody needs to calm down. Thank you, JP, for the super. So, Hawk. Okay, now you don't do that straight up. Can you guys even see it? Hawk. That's an H, people. That's an H. So Kelce for Hawkinson. I'm going to type it out. I'm going to spell it out. Because some of you are crazy. Who does Hawkinson have on his roster? Who does Hawkinson have on his roster? Who does this owner have? Does he have an A.J. Brown? Because if he has an A.J. Brown, that's something to look at. Does he have J-Rob? Do you need a running back? Maybe they won't trade J-Rob. Everybody and their mother likes J-Rob. They may not trade him, but you can take a stab. J-Rob and Hawkinson. Try and get rid of Kelce for a tight end that you believe could have it. Just marked on my chair. We're doing it live. We're learning together. It's gonna take some tweaking, okay? Christian McCaffrey, another good. Let's use the example where you had Hawk already on your roster, or you have Gesicki and you believe in him. Now you trade away Kelce for Christian McCaffrey because this owner is losing like crazy and he wants something, and Kelce looks attractive. You can afford to lose Kelce because of what you have on your bench. So if you have Hawkinson, you have Gesicki, you have Hurst, you have somebody that you feel serviceable. Another player to go get right now, I'd say Waller. I get questions, should I put Waller on my bench? No, you shouldn't put Waller on your bench. The dude's elite. We're going to do a lot of that. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Okay. Oh, no! No! We're back. We're back. Can you hear me okay? Would you trade Kelce for Waller and Devo? No, that's not enough. That's not enough. Thank you. It really is phenomenal. And you get a better sense of what it looks like from the other corner. So I need to add a camera over here so that you can see me from this direction, because I truly believe that's the best angle for the entire show, to be honest. So we're going to go over on that direction. I could even maybe move this camera now. What do you guys think? Better? Or is the other angle better? Is this angle better or over there? Smitty, I did Galladay for Taylor. Did I win? I like both about the same, man. I don't think anybody lost more. Both are good. I'm going to get two. I'm going to get two different angles. Smitty, why is Noah so bad? And I don't know, James. Leave your boy Noah alone. Are you starting any Chiefs players? And for right now, I am. I mean, you sit Clyde and he goes off, you're going to feel pretty crappy. Left side better than right side? Oh, you mean this side right here? Or do you like the other one better? Can't read this board. Light reflection, terrible. I'm working on it, bro. I might get another marker board so that I don't have that reflection. So bear with me. I also need AC. I'm sweating like crazy because the final inspection happens Monday, and during the walkthrough, where's my camera? During the walkthrough, they're gonna hook up the AC to funnel into this area because there's a dampener, and it isn't yet the way it needs to be. Hit the thumbs up on the way in the door. I don't like this angle as much. I don't like the angle as much. Doing it live. Doing it live. Mixon slow. Mixon is a slow starter, but you don't know when he's going to rebound. What's up, Sid? Hey, Sid, by the way, on IG, you won't let me come. Second is better this second, or because we switched back and forth, so I don't know which one, if you like it over there or over here. I kind of like it over here better, but we'll see. Sid, on IG, I've tried to respond to you, but it says you are not allowing me to reply to you. What if the Saints-Lions game's canceled? Dude, we're in uncharted territory. We don't know what the hell is going to go on, bro. We have no clue. Smitty, please. I have Kamara, and he was my only running back. Waiver is Moss White. Who do you pick up? I like Moss long-term, but he might not play this week, so I think you got to go White. White's the only guy that's looking to get time if you're worried about getting a guy right now. Smitty, the camera is too far. Noah, I didn't expect to please you at all. All right, thanks, Whispers. It's hot, though. I'm hotter here. I'm turning the fan on. I'm hotter here than I was in the other area. Hold on. Is that fan noise too loud? Because that makes a hell of a difference. Oh, God, it's hot in here. It's hot. What I like is I can sit back. Actually, you know what my favorite thing? Let me get my ear pods. I'm muting. Hold on. Boom. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you guys hear me now with my pods? Okay. Now, I don't have the questions quite capable if I can get this over here. So I can get it on my phone. That's what I'm going to do. Time to review fantasy football questions. I don't wear shoes to work, by the way. I don't wear shoes. Not today. Not today. And let me answer your questions right now. I'm going to go on my own YouTube until I get the questions up on screen here. I had a monitor here, but it's just too much. I had too much going on. So, questions are, been here, Dr. Raj. What's up, Dr. Raj? What's up, bro? I again, you're gonna kill me, but I again don't have the ability to see you yet. So people are gonna, yeah, I'm. Okay. That's you know, I think people are going to be like, why can't I see that? Like, I want to see what Dr. Raj is up to. Okay, so okay, can you I'm pointing at the camera. Can you see me on the camera I'm pointing at? Boom. Okay. So I'm in the throne right here. This is my throne area, and I'm answering questions. They can't hear you. They say they can't hear you. What the hell? Hold on, Dr. Raj. You guys can hear me okay, right? You just can't hear Dr. Raj? No, it's my first show. Calm down from the studio. Let's put you on IG. Or no. How can we do this? Well, I haven't tested this part yet. If you're in here, hit the thumbs up. I don't care what Noah said. Noah's mad because things aren't working perfectly on our first live stream from Noah. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch off the pods, and maybe that will make it.
So we got a lot of.
Can you guys hear Dr. Raj now, at least? Go ahead and talk, Dr. Raj.
Yo, testing, mic check, 213. What's up, everybody? How you be?
Okay, so we can hear Dr. Raj okay, right, guys? Talk, Dr. Raj. Talk again.
How's it going? Bang, bang, gang.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay, cool.
Can you hear me?
I think we're good. What to do with Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, Dr. Raj? So
you better have him on your team.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be crazy. So, real quick, let's get to this COVID stuff. So before, that's what I wanted to talk to. Like, it's crazy. So we got a new player just got tested positive from the Saints. Well, let me look this up. So the Saints, breaking news. Hold on. So what? The Alvin Kamara potentially has COVID. Potentially. Is it Alvin Kamara?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But they're retesting him, I think. But what I was going to ask you is with the Chief players.
So hold on. It said the Saints. They didn't say who it was, right?
Yeah, it does. I'll throw it on screen here. I know you can't see it unless you have the live up as well.
Oh, they confirmed it's Alvin Kamara? Oh, no way.
Hold on 1 second.
Report says Alvin Kamara, one of the players named Burton.
That's not it. I'm trying to find this.
No. So, fullback Michael Burton tested positive for coronavirus. But they're saying that Alvin Kamara was a player that was near Burton, so they got to see if he has it or not. They might just cancel this game. They're going to postpone the Saints game, I honestly think.
Yeah. So I think they're just retesting him.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a close contact thing. Not that he for sure has it.
Yeah, but so Saints scrambled to test other players after they learned following flight to Detroit that fullback Michael Burton tested. So, but the thing is, so Kamara's getting tested. The thing is, if you're in close contact, you still have to be on the COVID list. Like, that was what happened with a couple players in the offseason. Like Fred Warner on the Niners, they don't know if he had it or if it was close contact, but the rules was if you have close contact with someone on the team, you go on the COVID list. So I think that Kamara is going to have to...
So with this, back to the question though that I wanted to ask you from the beginning. With the Chiefs players that are potentially playing Tuesday night, we don't even know for sure. Are you, like everyone's asking me, do I start Clyde? Do I start these guys, or do I go with another player on my bench? How confident are you that the Chiefs are going to play?
That's correct. They're saying the game's going to play, man. I honestly, it's weird because aren't they canceling the Steelers-Titans game?
Titans game is going to be postponed.
They're going to postpone it. So I don't know why they're letting that game get postponed, but they're going to let the Chiefs-Patriots game get postponed. It's weird, man. They're going to remake the Chiefs game up, but...
I don't know if people are just being pessimistic about it, but a lot of people, especially in the chat, but I see a lot of chatter too where people are like, that game's not happening. The Tuesday game's not happening.
I honestly don't think so either, because here's the thing. What makes you say that, okay, if you suspend the Steelers game, why don't you suspend the Chiefs game? Like, that, to me, it's just, the logic doesn't make sense. If you're going to suspend one game because of COVID, why aren't you doing it the other way? Like, to me, that's kind of unfair. I think what the reasoning was is because multiple players had it in the other game, and they found out that not one other person on the Patriots had COVID. It was just Cam Newton. Yeah, that's true, but still, like, it's still an unfair advantage for the Patriots because you lose their best player, man. Like, one of their best players on the team, like that.
Riff with the super.
Crappy. Honestly, that's a big loss for the Patriots because a lot of people, bettors, like, you got to think about the bettors and all these other people, like, Cam Newton would have been able to help beat this team. Hold on. I got a call. Give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Rock, let's see. Let me hang up on Raj real quick. Okay. Rock, thank you for the super chat. Rock says Connor and Gordon and Crowder and Gallup. Trade. Connor and Gordon and Crowder and Gallup. So I'm assuming you traded Connor and Melvin Gordon. What? Rock, rephrase that. I'm not sure. I don't think you would have traded Connor and Gordon for Crowder and Gallup. I think the running back and receiver for running back and receiver might be what you mean. If you got Connor and Crowder for Gordon and...
Sorry.
That's right. I think I like the... I don't know. I think I might like the Gordon and Gallup side because I don't know that Connor is going to stay healthy. Riff, thank you for the super chat. He tested positive while on a plane with the team headed to Detroit. Everybody on that plane getting shut down at the rate. Half of the league is going to be on a bye, says Riff, in Week 5. Sports Illustrated is calling it the NFL to pause the season. So thank you, Riff, for the super chat. I appreciate you, Riff, keeping the lights on. I'm going to need it. Everyone thinks, I built this new studio. Smitty's rolling. I'm reinvesting, bro. And the super chats are appreciated. I don't know. There are some trapdoor schedule innovations in this schedule. Like, they are smart people, the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they know what they're doing when it comes to schedules. And I'm pretty
crazy, man. I know they are, but still, like, it's starting to get... Remember, we talked about this. We talked about this in the offseason. We said it's going to happen, and at some point, they got to figure out what they're going to do, and we're going to see how they're going to navigate through this. And right now, it's early. I don't know, man, because this isn't going to be the last time a player gets COVID. I mean, at the end of the day, it's touch and go. We don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, man.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. 132 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up on the way in the door.
It's
Jordan,
crazy, dude.
Jordan with the super chat. Jordan, thank you. I always appreciate it. You help keep the lights on, Jordan. Jordan says, looking to trade Connor for a QB. I also have Cooks and Jacobs. Currently have Minshew. Any suggestions? So, don't trade Cooks. Don't trade Jacobs for a QB. I'd rather have Minshew and those guys than trade away one of those guys to get another QB. You got to find another way to make this trade. But buy low is Tom Brady. I like Minshew, but I like Tom Brady a little more. Tom Brady's had a really good year, understated good year, and people are giving him a lot of heat. I think Tom Brady's a good buy low. I think Lamar is an excellent buy low. I would trade someone like Cooks for Lamar and a running back like J-Rob. I would trade Cooks or Dalvin Cook for Lamar. And tell me, Jordan, who the Lamar owner has at running back that you could maybe throw into that trade.
J-Rob,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you could get Lamar and J-Rob for Dalvin Cook, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Oh my God.
Give up on Swift. Dr. Raj, what do you think of Swift, DeAndre Swift? I think people have expectations for rookies.
Young players, man, you got to give them time. That's the thing. You draft a guy like that,
you wait.
You shouldn't expect him to jump right in the first couple of weeks to just be a powerhouse player. It's going to take time. Honestly, that's a guy like maybe dynasty type league. I just think like if you're hurting, if your team is hurting right now, you got to get rid of him because he's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's one of those things where you got to have a solid team. You have to have a really strong team with a lot of depth to have a guy like that on your team. But he's not going to be helping you right away. Maybe down the line in the bye weeks. But if your team is hurting and you need some wins, yeah, you might need to part ways with a guy like that. Right now, he's not going to help you. Honestly, that's just the type of guy that, that's not going to come in and make an immediate impact. A lot of guys are like that. Young players, rookies, young players. Sometimes it takes them a few weeks, a few months to get it down right. But once they start getting the reps, once they start learning the playbook, then they can start hitting their full potential. That's why, that's the other thing too. Like the playbook, a lot of these teams, they have very complex playbook compared to the college football rankings. I remember like Deebo Samuel, perfect example, and we'll talk about Deebo. Deebo Samuel, he said the hardest thing he had to do when he came in as a rookie was learn the playbook. He says he didn't think that he was going to learn the playbook. He said it was so complex. But look what happened. After a slow start last year, Deebo was cooking, man. And that's the thing. These young players, they take time.
Yeah, so Sherman, make sure you keep Swift. Don't give up on him. Guys like Zach Moss, Swift, J.K. Dobbins. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything, Dr. Raj, but between Zach Moss, J.K. Dobbins, and Swift, I feel like I could almost guarantee that two of them will be starting at some point and
that's the thing. Like
very
I said,
good.
Like, they're going to start eventually, but don't expect a lot out of them early.
Right.
And that's why I said you have to have a lot of depth to carry a guy like that. Like right now, and that's why I said I prefaced it with if your team is hurting, then yeah, you might need to make some moves because right now they're not going to be your answer. But if you have good depth, you need to keep them because what's going to happen is down the line, they will eventually start making some impact for you. But right now, you're right. It's just one of those things. It's not going to happen. But don't give up on a guy like that. I think those guys are perfect for dynasty leagues.
Jordan, thank you for the super chat. And I think, bro, I was telling Jordan that he has Dalvin Cook and Jacobs, and he has Minshew, remember? And I told him to tell me what running backs the Lamar owner had. The running backs the Lamar owner has is Melvin Gordon and Nick Chubb. I don't know that you're going to get either one of those guys with Lamar. You could try Melvin Gordon if he didn't have a 2-touchdown, 100-yard game. You might be able to squeeze that out. But now I don't know about that.
Maybe. Now after that, he's riding high, man.
Yeah, so I don't know that you're going to be able to pull something off. The only other thing you can do is maybe get another running back that you do like that he has that you're not mentioning, and then maybe do a wide receiver upgrade as well or something. But I don't know that I like that trade because you're getting rid of. And another Bumpy, what's up, Bumpy? Bumpy
Bumps.
made a good comment on here. Thanks, Christopher, for the super chat. What do we do with the Pats Chiefs game? We talked about that. You kind of got to play. I think you got to play your Chiefs. Dr. Rogers thinks that game may not
you
happen.
You got to play them, but you need to keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and see what they're going to do.
The reason,
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they postpone the game, but. Right now, the NFL is looking like they're trying to make that game happen, but it's crazy.
The fact that no other players but Cam had it means that there's a higher likelihood that the game will.
Yeah, and I agree with that, and I agree that the fact that only one player had it is a big cause of them playing the game. I mean, the way you look at it is he has an injury. Like if your best player gets hurt, or you can't cancel the game because the player gets hurt. It's just not fair because it's not really. It's kind of, I don't know. It's a crappy situation. This year's crazy, man.
Yeah. Rock says, no, I got Connor, Gordon, Gallup, Crowder. What did you trade away? Rock, I apologize to do this to you, Rock, but I still don't understand the question. Maybe type it out a little differently. Rock is saying, I got Connor, Gordon, Gallup, Crowder, trade away. I don't know what that means. Sorry, Rock. Rock, I'll look for it. You don't have to super chat the question. I appreciate it if you want to.
Yeah, we'll try to figure out.
But tell me what you're talking about here. Maybe type it out a little bit better, and I'll read it. Cam caught it at the booty club, says Kyle. He might have. Kamara may have it. He may have it. They're doing a test because he was exposed to potentially COVID, but we don't know that he has it for sure. But Bumpy was in here. And what I was gonna say to Bumpy's comment, is we're talking about. Let me close all this down here, Dr. Raj. I don't know if you can still see the marker board here, but what we want to do is get depth right now. Because you're potentially looking at a lot of players that are going to either be out or teams get all, frozen in time and matchups canceled. So, in my opinion, if you could trade high on a guy and grab two players that you feel each one of them could quietly be as good as the player you're trading. So, Dr. Raj, spit out a player that's doing well right now.
Calvin Ridley.
Okay, so Ridley, perfect example. So if we take Ridley, and we're worried about COVID, this is a COVID preemptive move. We're trading Ridley away for two players. What wide receiver can we come up with that we quietly like as good as Ridley, but we know no one else is in their right mind's going to think that? I'm thinking I think A.J. Brown's going to come back on a Terry. I know
Terry
you do too.
McLaurin.
Guys, there's no way you make this trade. Let me preface that. No way. But they're so good, these wide receivers. So if we say A.J. Brown or McLaurin, we'll use McLaurin.
Okay.
So
Terry, scary Terry.
So McLaurin. So you got McLaurin right here. Now we need to come up with the second player. We're diluting one player into two. What player?
Maybe a running back.
Yeah, so if it's J-Rob, maybe I would do that.
J-Rob,
I like using J-Rob because
I like J-Rob. He's my pick. He's my fantasy play of the week.
Now let's reverse engineer this a little bit. I feel like J-Rob is good, but I feel like maybe I still wouldn't make that trade. So what other player might he have?
You need a better player. Actually.
Let's say he had J-Rob and because I don't think McLaurin's enough. J-Rob and somebody spit out a wide receiver. Mark Cleveland with the super chat. Thank you, Mark.
Maybe like let's see who's doing it pretty well, but not as good as Ridley. Let's see, maybe like
what about Keenan Allen?
Yeah, Keenan Allen. That's what I was thinking. Keenan Allen.
So, would you guys do this trade? If you are the Ridley owner, you're worried about COVID, you've got injuries striking you already, who is preemptively making a move like this for a Ridley on a sell high? Keenan Allen and J-Rob. Would you do that?
I think that's a good move. Both parties win. I think at the end of the day, you take one great player and you get two solid pieces. You get depth. Especially if you got
Galladay.
getting hit by COVID.
Galladay, I love that one. If you could find J-Rob like player in a Galladay.
Galladay, oh man.
That is nasty. Look at that.
That's money. That's
nasty.
Money right there. That's money.
Nasty.
I
like
mean,
it.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's a beast, but you get two players that are going to be able to put up just as many points and then some.
Yeah.
And you get great depth. And I think J-Rob, oh man, he's about to roll it up.
Mark Cleveland with the super chat. Mark, thank you. Mark says, NFL Network said if no other players test positive, the Saints game will probably be played. Thank you, Mark, for that.
Thank you.
Just Sherman
what
said Burrow, Godwin, A.J. Brown, Lamb, Gage, Carson, Gaskin, Jeff Wilson, Kelly Swift, Moss. Someone is offering me Mike Evans or Keenan Allen. They need a running back. Offer something or wait. Okay, so someone's offering Mike Evans. I take Mike Evans over Carson. I take Keenan Allen over Carson. I get rid of Carson while you still can. I don't know if you can even pull that deal off, but I trust Carson about this much right here.
Yeah, injuries.
0.
I agree. Injuries.
I think
if you can get Mike Evans, yeah, do it, bro.
I think let's see. I don't trade Godwin. I don't trade AJ Brown. I don't trade any of those other players because they're on the low. They're on the low.
Good, man.
You're gonna lose value if you do that.
You are. They're coming up. They're on the upswing.
163 in. Please hit the thumbs up if you're new. Subscribe. I'm sorry you can't hear Dr. Raj. I will get that worked out.
No, I can hear.
Yeah, no, they can hear you, but it sucks I can't put you on screen.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'll get that fixed.
Like I said, it's all good.
Another player. Let's throw out Tyreek Hill. Let's say you got Tyreek Hill, and
you want to trade him up.
Okay, so you're gonna get rid of Hill, and you're gonna get give me a new running back, Dr. Raj. That's not as good as Hill. Like he can't be near as good as Hill, but in your mind,
then it's just a 1-for-1.
Yeah, in your mind,
you're trying to dilute it into 2. So maybe you get like
Mostert. Let's do something with Mostert.
Yeah, let's get Raheem the Dream. You get Raheem the Dream, who's gonna come back next week and be a top 5 running back.
Okay, and AJ Brown.
I like it.
That's the kind of move that could save your season 4 weeks from today. Okay. AJ Brown specifically is out this week, and he's not out this week anymore. AJ Brown, the game's postponed. You've got a free pass on getting AJ Brown 1 more week of rest. Take advantage of that.
When was that game? So did they announce when they're going to redo that game?
Does anybody have the answer to that? I've been moving into my studio, so I'm all over the place mentally right now. What should we do with the past Chiefs game? I appreciate that comment. I don't know if I addressed that to you. I addressed it before you came on, but you got to play your game. You got to play your players unless you hear news that the Chiefs game isn't going to happen, which currently we believe it's going to happen. So I'm not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I'm not worried. I mean.
You're worried, but not. Yeah, I mean, you're worried, but you can't. You're not worried enough to where you're going to make a move. You're saying, right?
Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. But I don't know. This is a weird season already. It's a weird week. This week has been bad for the NFL. Really bad.
Let's mock draft.
So, let's get some questions going.
Do you want a mock draft?
Let's do a mock next. Not really in the mood for mock draft.
Well, I mean, just like rankings, so to speak. Like, we'll do like the top. Let's do the top 10 quarterbacks right now.
Top 10 quarterbacks.
And we'll let the chat also guide it. Okay.
Got it.
So number 1, we're putting Patty Mahomes, right?
No.
Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to vote on this. If you want Patty Mahomes number 1 or Wilson number 1, put it in the chat right now. Majority is gonna dictate who is number 1 quarterback moving forward. If you're drafting today, who's the number 1 quarterback in fantasy football? You don't get any of the previous points. It's week 4 on. We got Wilson, Mahomes, Wilson, Mahomes, Russ, Wilson, Rodgers, Wilson, Rodgers. I love Rodgers, but no.
Rodgers.
Mahomes. It's probably leaning Wilson, but I'm gonna let the chat go a little bit. Patty, I'm voting Patty Mahomes. I don't blame anybody for putting Wilson. Lamar, one vote for Lamar. That's the first Lamar vote. What do you guys say? It's Wilson and Patty tied?
I say Wilson, but I mean, you can make a case for either one. Russ Wilson's look, this guy's playing out of his mind this season right now. It's disgusting, dude.
I'm gonna make it a tie.
Dude, let's talk about Russ Wilson. I'm a Niners fan saying this. 925 yards passing. He's got 14 touchdowns. Doesn't even have an intercept. What? One interception?
He's on fire, bro.
Dude, that's ridiculous. 14 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's absolutely
okay. So
insane,
the real question is who is number 3?
Number 3?
I'm going Lamar. I don't care what.
I'm going Kyler Murray.
I don't blame you at all. I ain't
Lamar's
mad at
number
you.
4 to me.
I ain't mad at you.
Lamar, I'll take him as. I'll say he's number 4. His passing. Look at this. This is it. Look, pedestrian passing stats. Well,
Josh Allen. I'm not mad at Josh Allen.
actually, you know what? That's a good. I totally forgot about Josh. You could say Josh Allen's number 4.
Kyler.
Number 3. You know what?
LeBron.
Josh Allen's number 3.
LeBron. Lamar. Kyler. I think it's gonna be Kyler. Josh Allen, based on the vote.
Kyler, Josh Allen. You know what? Let's do it. Let's roll it. The only thing that I don't like about Kyler right now, and you can drop his ranking a little bit.
He's a Cardinal.
Interceptions. He's got a lot of picks.
That he's a Cardinal. Okay,
No,
I think we got to go
that's
Lamar here. I mean, I think Lamar's my. I still like Lamar number 2.
You like number 2, Lamar?
But I don't hate that people like Kyler or Allen ahead of him.
No, of course he's still great. He's still doing good. But you were talking about right now this season.
Yeah, because nothing matters.
That's
The
what I'm
past
saying.
doesn't
That's what I'm
matter.
saying. I think honestly, you can make the case for Josh Allen number 2.
Yeah, you could.
But
I mean,
say,
honestly,
I'm going to redo my rankings. I'm going to say number 1 is Russ. Number 2 is Patty Mahomes. I'm saying number 3 is Josh Allen because I told you he slipped my mind and I just realized he's just on an absolute tear right now. Let's look at his yards. He's got 1,038 passing yards. He's got 10 touchdowns and only 1 interception. This is just stupid stats. He's got 84 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns on the ground. That's impressive, man. I got to say number 3 right now, fantasy football-wise,
Okay.
Josh Allen is number 3.
Tyler, thank you for the super chat. Sit 1, Drake, J-Rob, Jacobs, Henderson. Sit Henderson. You got to start Drake. You got to start J-Rob. You got to start Jacobs.
Yeah, I agree.
No question about it. Thank you for the super chat.
Easy one.
I don't know who you think's rankings are whack. Here's another one. JP, thank you. Says Russ, number 1. I don't know who you think's rankings are whack. If it's mine or you're saying the chat, but honestly, like these are all arguable. You could put all these guys in different order, and it's not crazy. Who's numbers? What are we at? 5, 6. Who's number 6? Is it A-Rod? Is it?
Yeah,
Which is funny because how much crap did I take talking A-Rod up?
Yeah, he's good, man. He's tearing it up right now. He's playing mad. You know what, Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
He's playing very angry right now. You can tell he's playing with some.
What did I tell everybody? He's the one player in the NFL that you could put in the most drama, and it drives him. He's the comeback kid. When the odds are against him, the pressure's on, and he wins the game when the game's on the line. That's the kind of guy you want, in this situation where he's worried. You want him playing. Okay, official. Thank you for the super chat. Awesome studio. Someone dropped Mark Ingram. Should I spend fab money and get him? Also trying to trade Julio. Any suggestions? Yeah, I'd go get him. For fab money. Sure, he's a starting running back, and he's still going to do well. People are way undervaluing him. And as far as trading Julio, I think doing what we're talking about, getting an A.J. Brown and a player, getting a McLaurin and a player, but make sure it's a really good second player. But both guys could arguably be as good as Julio. I think McLaurin could be as good as Julio. I think Chark is very undervalued, but those guys are so far below, you can get another big monster piece. Who's going to be number 7? Is it going to be Dak? Is it going to be Brady? Is it going to be Deshaun Watson, Matt Ryan?
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton? Who do you guys want next? Vote now. I got a bunch of Daks, Ryan. Where's Dak? I love when you put someone's player. Where's Dak? Like, these are all arguable.
I mean, you can make a case for Cam Newton there.
I know. You can make a case for Ryan, but I'm not going to put him there because I.
You can put Tom Brady there. You can put Tom Brady there.
Dak. I got a lot of Dak votes.
I don't know. I guess.
Cam. I got a Cam vote. Come on, you guys are doing this. This is a community ranking. It's not mine or Dr. Raj. It's all of us.
Yeah.
Cam, question mark. I don't know if that's because you don't like it or you think he should have already gone. I don't even know. Not yet. Brady. Kyler sucks, says Tom. No, he doesn't.
Oh, my God.
After week 5. Watson, Brady, Cam. You guys are all over the map. We can't even get a consistent...
I think, honestly, what is it? Are we at number 7? I guess, you know what? I think you make the case for Dak. It's a toss-up to me between Dak and Matt Ryan there. Matt Ryan's playing good, too. He just has no defense.
How about this? Cam, Dak...
I think you rank Dak ahead of Cam.
How about this? We'll do a 3.
Success on the ground.
We'll do
passing wise, he's got. I think Dak's numbers are better.
Okay, we'll just put Dak in. So we'll do top 7. Ryan missed the cut. Cam missed the cut. And if you think Lamar's number 5 according to the group, it's not my ranking. This isn't mine.
I agree.
Okay, so there's your.
So what is it? So it's Russell Wilson.
No, it's
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, tied.
Okay.
Then Kyler.
Josh Allen.
No, Kyler was number 3. Josh Allen number 4.
Wow.
Lamar number 5, which is crazy to me. This is your buy low heading into week 4, people. If you could make a move tonight, I'm not saying these guys aren't worthy of being ahead of them. I'm just saying this is the discount of a lifetime for you right now.
And then Aaron Rodgers and then
get Lamar. Go get Lamar before it is too late. This is crazy value. This is low risk. This is Dalvin Cook last year dropping from top 5 overall value in June, July, and August drafts, falling down to 18, 22 overall. The risk was baked in. If he didn't deliver the numbers he's capable of, you still get your value back. This is the same value scenario right now heading into week 4 than Dalvin Cook last year. If you buy Cam now, you're baking in the risk because you have a whole community of people that just voted Lamar number 5 if they're drafting today. After 3 weeks of football, Lamar went from 1 or 2 top 18 overall player dropping to number 5 on overall quarterback on group consensus rankings. The best steal you could find right now in fantasy football heading into week 4. Just know I'm saying it now.
We got any more questions here? Any Niner-related questions here?
Lamar has insane ceiling. I agree, Noah. Kyler has the same ceiling as Lamar.
Honestly, this week right now, I'm going to tell you this. Lamar Jackson, they're playing the football team. They're playing the football team without Chase Young. I mean, I think the Redskins' defense is not bad, but without Chase Young on that line, it's going to take a hit. I think Lamar's going to play very angry this week. He wants to bounce back after a bad performance against the Chiefs. He's good on bounce-back games. I think Lamar Jackson gives you 3-4 touchdowns this week. Maybe 5.
Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. Running backs.
Wow.
This is crazy because we got to factor in things like Christian McCaffrey not being back yet. We got to factor in,
Saquon Barkley tore his ACL.
Yeah. So who's number one? Is it Elliott? Is it Clyde? Is it Kamara? Is it Dalvin Cook? Is it Derrick Henry? Like, who's number one? Is it? I mean, where do you rank Chris? When does Christian McCaffrey re-enter your top 5? Is it after 2 weeks from now? Because every week we get closer to McCaffrey returning, he's going to pull up on rankings like 4 and 5 spots. You know, it's like once he's 1 week away. Think about it. If you're drafting in August, let's say, and you knew McCaffrey was going to be out 2 weeks of football, he would still go in the top 10.
Yeah,
Even if you knew McCaffrey was out 2 weeks of football, let's say he got suspended, you would draft him in the top 10. So when we're near 2 weeks away from his return, which it could be tomorrow, watch him jump a crazy amount of value. You thought Lamar is the go-get for week 4. Christian McCaffrey is a close second place. But let's rank it. So who do we got?
I think right now, number 1 running back, I guess you got to go with Zeke.
What do you got? What are you guys saying? I got a Kamara. I got a Kamara. I got a Kamara. I got a Kamara. Wow. Taylor's number 2, says Noah. No, I don't think you'll get that vote, but I do like Taylor. They're not that high, bro. Clyde, I got 1 vote for Clyde. Christian McCaffrey is going to struggle coming back, says John. Zeke, MT. Oh, is that a trade? Kamara, especially if it's PPR. Okay, let's write in Kamara. Kamara's got the vote. I mean, I don't care.
Kamara's got the vote, man.
He's got the vote.
He got the juice. He's got the juice.
Okay, who's number 2? Is it Zeke? Zeke, I got 1 mixing. Is it Zeke or Clyde? I got Zeke and Clyde kind of tied here. Who do you got, Dr. Oz? Zeke or Clyde?
I got Zeke. But that's tough. You can say
Zeke, Aaron Jones, Zeke, Clyde. Clyde isn't even top 5. Give me a break.
Come on, bro.
Robinson, AJ, Zeke.
I think we got Zeke. But to my surprise, we've got enough Aaron Jones votes to put him at 3.
Honestly, Aaron Jones, he's having a hell of a season. He's got 303 rushing yards, 4 tutties. He's doing good. Dalvin Cook.
And we got enough Clyde votes to put him here. So this, according to the voting that you guys did.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards, huh?
That according to the voting. So we got Kamara, Zeke, Aaron Jones, Clyde.
Okay.
Cook number 4. I got Cook. What about Cook? Dalvin Cook.
I was just gonna say, what about DC, man? DC is balling out of control.
Who?
4 tutties.
Oh, Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, 4 tutties, 294 yards.
Yeah.
He's blowing up.
Nick Chubb, 292 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's playing crazy.
Oh, we got a lot of people complaining, saying Cook number 4. You got enough votes for it, so I'm going to move Clyde and Cook because you guys are voting for it. This is the community.
Josh Jacobs.
How do you think that looks?
Kamara, Zeke, Aaron Jones, Cook, Clyde, Jacobs. This is the community consensus.
All right, I like it.
We got Derrick Henry next. We got a couple Miles Sanders votes.
Oh yeah, Henry. Yeah, you gotta put him on that.
Chubb votes.
Chubby.
Got 1 Carlos Hyde vote by Nick. Henry, got a couple Henry votes. I think Henry might have got the vote moving forward. What about McCaffrey? When do you start thinking McCaffrey?
When he comes back.
I know, but if you gotta draft him now, though. Who did I say was here? Henry.
Yeah. That's true. They're thinking just like right now. What have you done for me right now? That's what it is.
I know, but we gotta think like if you're drafting right now, what do you do?
So Henry, Jonathan Taylor. We've got Eckler. We have Chubb, J-Rob, Sanders. What are we doing here, people? Contribute. 172 in the room. Please hit the thumbs up. Chubb, Taylor, Jay Robinson, Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey's 12. McCaffrey now. James Robinson. Chubb, Eckler, Christian McCaffrey, Chubb. I think a lot of people are voting Chubb.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Hines, Naheem
Hines. Come on.
Taylor, Chubb. I think it's Chubb, Taylor, Eckler, based on the vote. This isn't me. This is you guys.
This is them. This is the squad.
9. Taylor, Eckler. No Mixon. Where's Miles Sanders? Where's Mixon? I love that. Like you're shocked. Where's Mixon? Is Mixon not there? Where's Mixon been all year is the real question. J-Rob 10. Eckler 10. I think we can put like a tie here. J-Rob. But the real question is, where's Christian McCaffrey? CMC. This is your steal.
Right now, buddy.
This is your steal right now via trade. Go get Christian McCaffrey. You won't find a better value other than Lamar Jackson walking into week 4. The time frame, the shelf life of this opportunity is going to vanish exponentially every week we get closer to his return. And I believe if he was out 2 games, all of you would draft him in the top 10. Think about that. Don't have this weird mindset of like, 2 weeks. If you were drafting today, you wouldn't worry so much about 2 weeks when you're getting Christian McCaffrey. This right here tells me steal. He's not in anybody's. I didn't see very many votes at all for McCaffrey in the top 10. Noah's drunk says, I don't know if he is or not. Christian McCaffrey should be lower than 8. Daryl Henderson. Christian McCaffrey is lower than 8. Christian McCaffrey's not even in the top 10. I worried that he... Okay. CMC over Eckler. All right, so let's do wide receivers real quick, Dr. Raj. This is good, though. This is. I like doing this. I like seeing where everybody's mind's at right now. It kind of gives me a sense of what players to recommend. And I'm gonna do a video potentially tonight on Lamar. I don't know if it's gonna get seen enough though, but I'm gonna try and make an effort. Okay, so number 1 wide receiver, D Hopkins. Who's gonna tell me it's not D Hopkins? Who's gonna say? Who's got the balls to say no D Hop? We know it's gonna be Noah. D Hop, Nelson Aguilar. Nuke, Ridley. Now Ridley's arguable. I think we got to put Ridley number 2.
You got to put Ridley, baby. Another 5.
Okay, so Hopkins, Hop. 2 is Ridley. Ridley's number 2. Who's number 3? We got Robbie Anderson from JP, Zay Jones from Al.
Robbie Anderson.
DK, we got a couple DK votes. Devontae Adams, Lockett, Ridley. Wow, a lot of you Lockett. Like there's more than one Lockett here. Adams, Lockett, another Lockett. Ridley.
Lockett playing out of his mind.
Ridley, Adams. I think Adams has to be the 3rd. And what's the status on Adams? Can you look that up and speak to it, Dr. Raj, from a medical standpoint?
Let me see. D. Adams.
Let's get Dr. Raj's medical.
Devontae Adams will not play. So he feels 100%. He's got let's see. Let me see his injury.
Tyreek Hill next.
He's got turf toe. Ooh, that's a bad injury. And even when he comes back, he's going to be a little limited. And he had a hamstring injury. So he had hamstring injury and turf toe. That's bad. He's gonna miss a few games, and if he does come back, he'll be a little limited. He's a great player, but that's gonna limit him a little. That's a bad injury. I don't like that. Hamstring and turf toe, 2 chronic injuries. No bueno.
He's questionable though.
I mean, I'm sure he'll play because he's tough, but I mean, that's the guy you don't bench because he's a good ass. You know, he's Devontae Adams. You don't bench him, but if he has a bad game, don't be surprised because hamstring injuries.
Here's the recent report on Devontae Adams' hamstring is questionable for Week 4. Adams is locked in, loaded wide receiver 1 the moment he's officially deemed active. We don't know that he's going to be active for sure, so monitor that. But if Adams is, it sounds.
I said if he's in, if he can play, I mean, you don't bench him because he's Devontae Adams. But at the same time, like, just tread lightly because hamstring injuries can become.
I think the turf toe is last year. I don't think he has turf toe right now.
Well, no, he had it. I know he had turf toe last week, but that's the thing. Like, like even though he is on the injury list for a hamstring, I'll tell you this, man, that the turf toe is probably still in effect too. Don't just because they haven't reported on it doesn't mean it's gone away.
Okay,
turf toe is a bad injury.
Number 4, we go in Tyreek Hill. We go in Mike Thomas because he's like I would say Mike Thomas is like a week away. And then once he's back, he's in everybody's top 3. You know, so we'll point.
Yeah, he'll be back, but same thing. Hamstring injury, man. Everybody's hamstrings are hamstrung. And let's talk about it real quick. Deandre Hopkins. This guy was questionable every single week when he played for the Texans. It doesn't matter. He's always questionable. Put him in your lineups. Don't worry about if he's questionable. That guy's going to play, and he's going to get you a lot of stats.
Let's go Hill for right now based on the chat. Okay,
yeah, my man. T Swizzle.
MT, DK, MT, Tyreek Hill, DK.
DK.
MT.
Hey, don't sleep on Debo. He'll be in your top 5 soon.
Tyreek. High ankle sprain. MT, DK, MT.
Well, I got a lot of DKs, man.
DK's nice.
What happened to the Lockett voters? You guys had Lockett number 2. All you Lockett people are gone now. Now it's all DK.
I mean, you can't have one without the other.
I think we're going to put MT here based on some of the voting that I saw. I think here you could go DK. I think based on the voting, this is based on the voting. I think you guys gave me enough Lockett votes. It's pretty hard to leave him out at this point because you guys have said Lockett. This is you guys. Don't question my putting DK there, although I don't hate it. Diggs. JP says Randy Moss. DK and Lockett should be tied. So you guys said this, not me. I got a ton of DK votes. Lockett, Galladay, I think should be in the mix here. Evans should be in the mix. Come on, let's see who you guys think. Oh, I got a super chat. Hold on. Super chat. Where are you, super chat? Jordan, super chat. Let me see if I missed one. Okay, Jordan says, if I missed another super chat, let me know. Would you trade Godwin and Kupp for Mostert? Godwin and Kupp for Mostert? I would not, because I feel like you could trade Kupp alone for a player that you like that could come on later. And if you need a running back, Mostert's not playing, so, you know, we're waiting anyway on that running back. I myself would rather have...
Yeah, I mean, Kupp and what's his name, Godwin, that's that right there. Like, I love Mostert, but you got to keep Kupp and Godwin. That's you're giving him way too much for Godwin.
Yeah, and Godwin should be back. You're giving him way
too much for Mostert right there. And he's hurt.
Frank Gore, CMC over Eckler. Okay, so I don't know where we're at on here. I'm going to leave it here because I'm not. This is the community's vote, so I don't want to force my voting on it. We wanted to go through that as a group. All right. I need to get AC. I need to get AC in here, man. It is hot as hell.
Oh, that's gross.
It's so hot in here. I'm sweating like crazy.
Nah.
All right,
Any
Doctor.
other rankings or questions?
Give me a couple predictions, Dr. Raj.
Niners is going to win, but we all know that. Let's see. Predictions, I'm going to tell you right now. George Kittle is going off tomorrow. He's going off. He's going to play like he is the highest paid tight end. He's going to earn it. You know, the first game of the year, he came out, he got hurt. He didn't get to play 100%, you know, and he was limited that game. We didn't get to see the full Kittle over the middle. I think Kittle comes out. And Nick Mullins has a lot. He targets Kittle a lot. When George Kittle broke the record that year for tight end receiving yards in a season, Nick Mullins was the quarterback. And Nick Mullins knows how to find this guy. I think George Kittle has a huge game. And I think he gets 2 touchdowns.
Hey,
I really think
I don't know what you think about this question, Dr. Raj. I don't want to hurt your feelings here, but the question is, thank you, Mark, for the super chat. Gage, Mostert, or Diggs rest of season? I'm going to go with Diggs. Do you like Mostert more than Diggs? I mean, you got to factor in the injury, but
I think you got to take Diggs, and you got to factor in his quarterback's on an absolute tear right now. He loves Diggs. I think Diggs is the smarter, safer pick. Mostert's hurt right now. You don't know when he's coming back. When he comes back, is he going to be a little limited? How much, is he going to be giving you the first couple weeks he's back because of an MCL sprain? So the smart money is to look at Diggs to have a bigger overall season. But it's not to say Mostert's not going to come back and play great, because he's going to come back and play good. But
so,
he's going to miss a few weeks, and he's going to be limited at first. So Diggs is smarter.
What I'm scared about is that that there's some confirmation that Niners coaching staff got some confirmation that they could run multiple running backs again, and I'm just afraid that they're going to.
No. Once Mostert comes back, he's going to be back to his Mosterati self, buttery smooth. Mostert's going to be killing the game. Not have other running backs playing great, but Mostert's going to still get you everything that you thought this season. He's going to be crazy. That's it.
All right, Dr. Raj, give me 2 more bold predictions, and we'll let you bounce.
All right, 2 more bold predictions. Nick Mullins throws at least 3 touchdowns tomorrow. I'll give you some non-Niner. Let me give you 2 bold predictions that are non-Niner predictions. I think J-Rob has at least 125 yards rushing, at least 125 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. J-Rob is going to be the pick of he's going to be the fantasy man of the week, dude. He's going to kill it. And if you had J-Rob on your roster this week, you're going to be you're going to be doing flips. You're going to be crazy. You're going to be excited. He's going to go crazy this week.
Okay, J-Rob, this is a question from Labello. Should I start James Robinson or Darrell Henderson over Clyde if they cancel? Definitely James Robinson. I love Clyde, but he's a flex play.
If they're going to cancel a Clyde game, you start J-Rob and don't even question it. You're going to sit there and reap the highest scoring running back of the week, right? I'm calling it right now. He's going to be dominating this week.
All right, Dr. Raj, I will. I vow to get
one more.
One more. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, one more question. One more answer. Let's see. Throw me some matchups, and I'll give you a prediction.
Giants at the Rams.
Cooper Kupp is going to get 10 catches. PPR league, you want to start him? I think Cooper Kupp's going to have a nice game.
Colts at Chicago.
Oh, man. Nick Foles is going to be dealing. Allen Robinson, he's good for a touchdown and 100 yards.
2 more.
All right.
Jacksonville at the Bengals.
I already told you J-Rob. That's my.
Okay.
I did the J-Rob.
Two more different ones. 2 more different ones. Seattle at Miami.
Oh, man. Russell Wilson is going to have a fantastic game. He's going to throw for close to 400 yards. I think he's going to get 4 touchdowns. Lockett is going to be having a big game. I think he gets a touchdown. I think DK Metcalf has a big touchdown. And I think that tight ends are going to have some – he's going to have a tight end. He's going to have a touchdown to a tight end, Lockett, and DK. And I think DK might have 2 touchdowns.
Last one,
4 touchdowns.
Minnesota at Houston.
Minnesota at Houston. Houston Texans get their first win of the season. The Vikings are terrible. I think that Dalvin Cook will have a good game, but I think the player to watch this week is Deshaun Watson, and I think he has a monster performance, and he helps catapult them to a victory.
Alrighty, you heard it from Dr. Raj. Dr. Raj, I'm going to work on getting my video back for you next week, so I apologize, man.
No worries.
All right, and anybody wants to find Dr. Raj tomorrow on IG, RSF 49ers, you just might find the game being played on his on IG, so follow Dr. Raj over there.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Dr. Raj.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Later.
Bye.
Follow him. Okay, so I'm going to answer a few questions. And then I was asked if I could do my own ranking, my own set of rankings, and I actually might just do that now. So let me go over to the marker board. Now, this is going to upset some people. Everybody doesn't like that my opinion doesn't match their opinion. So I'm going to ask you to have a little bit of understanding. These are my rankings moving forward, okay? So I'm going to do top 5. I'm just going to do top 5. Quarterback, if I'm drafting today, it's Pat Mahomes. I know that other quarterbacks are playing out of their minds. I get that. We are only 3 weeks into football. And I'm not changing my mind about Mahomes being by far the number 1 quarterback. I'm not changing my mind about Lamar being the number 2 quarterback. And I think he's the best buy low right now, period, in fantasy football, because we did a community consensus ranking, and you all as a group, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not trying to say anybody did anything wrong, that you're off base, nothing. But what you told me, I took the pulse of my own audience, and you guys told me Lamar was number 5. You guys had him down here at number 5 overall. And that's fine. I get it. I know why. But that tells me that he's the best buy low with the risk baked in heading into week 4. And after he goes nuts after 3 weeks of football, coming into week 4, tearing it up, everybody's going to be like, okay, never mind, he's back. But right now, everyone's got him ranked 5 consensus-wise. That tells me he's the best buy low right now. Now, I'm going to have to say, because of his running, I'm going to put Kyler here. And I don't want to hear, oh, Smitty, you don't like Josh Allen. I had Josh Allen on my 2018 bold predictions. I dropped 12 bold predictions at sleeperu.com. Sleeperu.com. I dropped 12 bold predictions a year. In 2018, he was number 7. And I said that he would be a top 4 quarterback in fantasy football. I got laughed out of the room in 2018. He delivered in 2019, but not to that effect. And so I still got a lot of, well, you liked him, he was good, but he's not top 4, Smitty. Well, now he is. Now he's in everyone's top 4. And I feel like that prediction, I was a little bit early on, but he did deliver last year. So I'm going to go ahead and put, oh, God, I'm sorry about Wilson. Wilson! 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 My bad. We're doing it live. Allen's number 5. And yes, I do have Lamar and Mahomes over Wilson. And you can sue me over it. Sometimes Wilson gets forgot. I don't know if you've seen Castaway. It happens. It happens. Lamar top 5 question mark. What's up, Troy? Okay. So Mahomes by far my number 1. Lamar still my number 2. Wilson's my 3.
Sorry, I left you out, Wilson. I wasn't thinking. Kyler 4, Allen 5. That's my top 5. Now, missing the cut, you have Matt Ryan, you have Deshaun Watson, you have Cam, you have Dak. I think these guys are by far like another tier above the rest. I do like Dak. I do like Watson. I do like Cam. I do like A-Rod. Obviously, he's a guy I predicted to bounce back big time in 2020, and boy has he. But these guys are in their own tier. Now, I know everyone wants to rank Wilson 1. I understand why. I'm not mad at anybody that wants to rank him 1. But I think after 3 weeks of football, I'm not ready to write these guys off as my... Writing on my own stickers. I'm not willing to write these guys off as my 1 and 2 after 3 weeks of football. But Russell Wilson is 3. I wasn't looking at what I was writing. Okay. Next up, Brady's in this 6 to like 10 range for sure. Brady's in that range. Dak is in that range. They're all really close. Brady's not getting any respect right now at all, and he's still throwing a ton of touchdowns. All right, let's do running backs. Top 5 running backs. This one's going to be tough because trying to factor in Christian McCaffrey is really, really hard for me to do because I'm trying to be predictive. I think people are letting McCaffrey fall through their fingertips right now. McCaffrey is a steal in trade. One of the biggest. Lamar's the best buy low heading into week 4. But I think McCaffrey's the second best, and they're pretty darn close. I'm going to go... And yeah, I'm sorry about Wilson, guys, okay? A couple of you in the chat, like, if you were up here on a marker board and trying to do this, you might mess up too and get ahead of yourself. I know who Russell Wilson is. By the way, find somebody in fantasy football that predicted bigger things than I did for Russell Wilson. I predicted Russell Wilson to become who he is in fantasy football. And I did it before the week 1 kicked off of his breakout year. Russell Wilson was my last added bull prediction the year he broke out. No one even knew who the hell he was. So you can take your Russell Wilson comments and shove them. Okay. So I'm going to go, if I'm drafting today, now everyone's going to get... I think you gotta go Kamara here. You gotta go, I think, safe with Elliott and Pollard. COVID! There's protection built in here. COVID-19, people. Elliott and Pollard is probably safer than Kamara. But if you get Lat Murray, then you're talking about having like equally the kind of protection built in. Super handcuffs are attached to both of these players. There's a reason I have Clyde Edwards-Hilaire below both of them. You guys know I love Clyde. I'm not biased. I give you the best advice I can. I change directions. I'm not taking Clyde out of my top 3 or 4. I'm merely telling you that if you're drafting today in a COVID-riddled season, there are super cuffs that Clyde doesn't have a super cuff. Pollard is a super cuff. Lat Murray is a super cuff. These guys win you a league if you own them independently, and they save your season and give you near, not exact, but near the same kind of production that the starter gets. If Lat Murray, let's say Kamara's out because of the COVID test, and Lat Murray gets in there, 100 yards and a touchdown. If Pollard gets in there, he's going to have 100 yards and a score most any game that he starts. These guys, because of these backups, are elite. And we're talking about if drafting today. Therefore, let me move my mic closer. Therefore, I would be drafting these guys with their backups. Now, I'm going to put... I partially want to go Cook Madison here for the same concept, but I'm not. I'm putting Clyde Edwards-Hilaire here. And you're going to get a lot of people that say he should be 1 or he shouldn't be in the top 5. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Clyde, Henry 3,
Cook, Madison for you. I don't blame you. For me, it's Cook. These are my rankings now, not the community's. These are mine, and you want to get Madison. Get Madison. That's right. I'm writing like a school teacher. Madison. Get Maddie. Get Maddie, boy. Okay, next up, for me, I'm going to go, this is PPR. I'm going to go with Aaron Jones for now. And this is a take a lap for me. But I still worry about him getting hurt. So I will sell high if I can on Aaron Jones to get myself into a safer running back with a wide receiver like A.J. Brown to boot. Then I'm happy as can be. For right now, though, trade value-wise, all that, Aaron Jones deserves to be there. No matter how much shade I threw at him. Oopsie on me. Take a lap for me. But doesn't mean...
Take a lap.
Doesn't mean I won't be right in the end that he leaves you hanging so high. So now between the rest of them, you got Henry, you got Jacobs, you got Jonathan Taylor, you got Christian McCaffrey. I'm going to go Jacobs here. And CMC here. He wasn't in anybody's top 10. He's in my top 6 to 7. And the moment we find out he's 2 weeks away, the moment we find out he's a week and a half away, he vaults into everybody's top 5 to 7. So I'm being preemptive. Kelly and Eckler, question mark. Taylor, Eckler. So we got the guys that haven't been gone yet are Henry. So number 8, I'm going to go Henry. Number 9, Eckler or Taylor. I'm going to go Eckler. And 10, I'm going to go Taylor. I don't know if you guys can read that. So Taylor. We've got Taylor, Jacobs. I'm just making sure I didn't miss someone like I missed Wilson. Drake is off. Chubb is off the board. James Robinson's barely off. Sanders barely off, obviously. Mixon's not there. I think J-Rob is 11. J-Rob is 11. Nick Chubb 8, maybe. 12, Chubb. So Kamara, Elliott, because they have super cuffs if you're drafting today. Clyde boy, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey. I'm taking the chance on him there. Derrick Henry, Eckler, Taylor, J-Rob, and Chubb. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Noah says, where's Mixon? That's a good question, Noah. Where is Mixon? Have you seen him? I haven't seen him this year. That's an excellent question. For the first time in probably a long time, we agree, Noah. Where is Mixon? I agree. Lev Bell, question mark. Jabron James says, Lev Bell? Where do you have Lev Bell? James, really? He's not in my top 20. No Mixon. No Mixon. And yeah, Ian brings up a good point. CMC with Davis is a great handcuff. You could even make the argument that you should put CMC here with the handcuff. Because Christian McCaffrey, let me put it this way, because that's a great point. Christian McCaffrey and Davis, I like more than Aaron Jones. Chew on that. How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel upset, Noah? I'd rather have Christian McCaffrey with Davis than Aaron Jones moving forward. That's going to seem kind of crazy now. Not so crazy 3 weeks from now. Being preemptive. So, very good point. CMC, if cuffed with Davis, is easily top 5 arguable from this point moving forward. Miles Sanders missed the cut. Noah agrees with me. Thank you, Noah. This is one of the first times. All right. On to wide receivers. Moving forward, rankings. Hopkins, Ridley. This one's tough. Adams, not this one, the next one. This one's tough right here because this is the same thing. Christian McCaffrey territory, Mike Thomas territory. We start talking about Tyreek Hill and Mike Thomas. We start talking about Evans, Galladay. I think I go Hill because I want to play it safe. But number 5 is MT. Number 5 is MT. I can supplement this production with another wide receiver. Let's say it's 2 more weeks, 1 more week. He's sniffing a comeback. Jake with the super chat. Thank you, Jake. Let's look up Mike Thomas real quick. So he's out for week 4. I just want to see what they're writing about him. Let me screenshot this and drop it on screen. And then I'll read the super chat. Saints wide receiver Thomas is out for week 4. Got some limited practice in. This tells me that the comeback is soon. This tells me the comeback is probably going to be in 1 week. Once that happens, you have him right underneath Adams or right with Adams. MT is one of the bigger steals still heading into this week, and I've got him at my number 5 spot. I don't care. I can supplement that and be just fine. Super chat from Jake. Thank you for the super chat, Jake. I appreciate you. I'm on a nightmare situation. I got AJ, MT, Deontay, Juju. All I got is Robbie Anderson going. Drop Edmonds as my cup or Johnson to pick up a wide receiver. Jake, if you've got to do it, you got to do it. But I probably cut Edmonds for 1 week and then pick him back up. But man, just your luck, he's going to go off this weekend or something. Or Drake gets banged up and Edmonds is on fire. You could drop Deontay, but he's going to get scooped up. It's tough to say who would get scooped up faster, Deontay or Edmonds. I would think it would be a Deontay because he's actually, a guy people would play right away if he was on the field, whereas Edmonds is a backup but a super valuable one. He still might stay on waivers longer. Number 6 for me. So we got Hopkins, Ridley, Adams, Tyreek Hill. It's going to come down to Galladay, Evans, DK. For me, it's Galladay. I love that everybody assumes he's not what we thought he was. Oh no, he's not top 5 to 10 anymore because he hasn't done it for 3 weeks. There's a reason he's not any good anymore because he didn't play. Like, everyone's going to be rudely awakened in week 4 on when they see this guy go crazy. Okay? So give me Galladay at number 6. I feel real confident about that. I feel real safe and cozy moving forward. I think Evans, I love that Evans is so doubted. Evans has a ton of touchdowns. I know he only had 2 catches last week for 2 yards. But he had 2 touchdowns. He had 2 catches for 2 touchdowns. Stop complaining. The guy's dropping TDs on a weekly basis. Godwin's hurt. We can't rank him here. DK is playing out of his mind. I think DK's got to go there. I know Lockett, everybody wants to rank Lockett there. I'm not ready to put him in my top 10. I think he's fringe top 10, and I like him. I think he could play top 10. I'm just not drafting him top 10. Okay, so you can get mad at me all you want if I leave him out. I may not. I'm running out of players. Lockett might get the call. Diggs might get the call. I might give Diggs the call. Evans, Julio, Juju. God, maybe I'd give Diggs the call. I can go Lockett here. And Diggs. I could also go Julio, but I sell high. I could go Juju, Godwin. Juju, Godwin, AJ Brown. You could mix any of those guys in the 9 to 12, honestly, 9 to 15. I'm not necessarily locking these guys in. I love Diggs right now. The reason I love Diggs right now, Diggs is coined as inconsistent. But what does Diggs always struggle with? Having consistency at the quarterback position. What does Diggs now have on a daily basis in Buffalo? A consistent top 4 quarterback in the NFL, top 5. Top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Let's not forget Wilson again. Top 5. Fantasy, top 5 NFL. On the rise, up and coming. Consistency at the quarterback play. Diggs will be consistent. Diggs will be a different player than you're used to seeing, where he comes and goes like, you know, so many wide receivers do. Diggs is top 10. I think he is. I think he is. Dude, A-Rob deserves to be in here in this 10 to 14 range. I wasn't excluding anybody. A-Rob, Julio, Juju, Godwin, AJ Brown, they're all in the mix. He's not in my top 10. And a lot of you didn't have him in your top 10 heading into the last week. I know Foles is a big difference maker, but everyone dropped A-Rob out of their top 10 1.5 weeks ago. Bobby Trees deserves a look here. Just Sherman, thanks for the super chat. I think I missed another super chat up here. Jeff Sherman says, thinking more might offer Carson and Gage for Evans and McKinnon. I do that in a heartbeat, but don't get greedy. I take Evans for Carson and Gage. Don't get greedy. Would also offer Carson and Waller for Evans. I would be less likely to do that because I love Waller, bro. I know you've got... Oh, for Kelsey, too. Carson and Waller for Evans and Kelsey. There's no way you pull it off. I wouldn't get greedy on that, dude. You're going to send that guy running for the hills. You ask for that. That's crazy. Evans and Kelsey. You got 2 better players in that deal. Lamb is he doesn't want Gage. I do Lamb. But don't give up. Yeah, don't give up Waller and Carson for Evans. But also, I wouldn't ask for Kelsey and do that. That's gonna run him off. He's gonna run off, bro. You don't want him running off. Diggs should be well against the Raiders. Smitty, where's Hollywood? Where is Hollywood? Noah? Hollywood's in this range. He could be that good. Give Hollywood a chance. The guy I like the most in this group is A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown could jump into this range. He could get in between Lockett and DK, or even above Lockett, or above DK. A.J. Brown could still be a top 5 to 10 wide receiver, people. If you're doubting A.J. Brown because he hasn't played... He sucks because he hasn't played, Smitty. You're going to have a rude awakening. That's it for the rankings. I'm going to sit over at my throne and answer some questions from all you fine people. I'm going to kill the music. I'm going to switch my camera. Oh, I need that one. I'm going to go sit on my throne. switch over to my pods and mute you for a second. I love this chair. It's my favorite chair. Okay, I'm going to do a speed round with you guys right now. Let me see if I missed any super chats. Xavier, should I trade Drake and Hawk for DK Metcalf? Yes, I probably would go take DK Metcalf, take the safer player. Okay, I'm going to answer all your questions speed round style. So hit me up. Have a Coke and a smile, Smitty. Thank you, Matt. Hurst or Hurst? Go Hurst, man. Smitty, you're too far from the camera. Noah, I'm fine. I'm fine, Noah. I'm at my throne. Start Clyde, Monty, or Hunt. I'm going to go Clyde. Slayer with the $24.99. New spot looks amazing, and I love the work you're doing out there, brother. Keep the positivity going. Everybody have a safe and successful Sunday. Here's a little something for the new spot, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Slayer, dropping a big biscuit there, $24.99. I appreciate it, man. I know everyone's like, "Oh, Smitty, doing good." I'm reinvesting, bro. So we're growing this. We're growing this thing, and I appreciate you. How do you feel about Grandpa Jimmy Graham this week? He did pretty good. Grandpa Jimmy Graham did pretty good. Drink some water, Smitty. I do need to drink water, Kingo. I haven't drank much water at all. I watch these movies where people are like, "Oh, we're out of water on the spacecraft." You know, like I've watched that. If anybody needs a good TV show, watch on Netflix. Away. It's where they travel to Mars. It's a really cool show. I hope they have another season. And it's just funny, like you see these shows where, like, you know, if there's limited drinking water or something, they're like, "Oh my God, how long could we last without drinking water?" Oh, we could last, you know, 10 days or whatever. I'm like, I don't think I drink water all this week. I know there's water in my Coke. There's water in when I brush my teeth, I swallow a little bit, but I need to drink more water. I need to drink like a gallon of water a day. I think it'd make me feel better. Snyder with the super chat. No questions, bro. Just a few bucks for the hard work. Love the casting couch vibe. Thanks, man. Eckler or Des Nuts. Eckler. Chark or Gage? Chark by a lot if Chark is playing. Love the studio, Smitty. I would say a little too bright in there for at least the camera. Oh, that's because I had computer studio on. There we go. Curious when we get the news about Kamara. I don't know what's going to happen with Kamara. Mahomes or Josh Allen? Mahomes for me. Well, with the concern about the game happening or not happening, maybe Allen is the better play for this week only. Just this week, though. Would a McCaffrey owner consider Drake and Julio Jones? Yeah, they would. If Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't play last minute, should I start Gage or MVS? Probably Gage. Do you think the Chiefs-Pats game will be canceled like the Titans-Steelers? Probably not, but there's a chance that negative COVID tests happen today, but there's a positive test on Monday or whatever. So it's not out of the question that we could be looking at a canceled Tuesday game or, whatever. But apparently the reason why we're not seeing a canceled game is because there's only Cam Newton that was COVID positive, whereas in the other case, a lot of Titan players, I believe, had it. So that's the reasoning behind it. Would you trade Jacobs for Eckler in a full PPR considering their schedules? I take Jacobs, man.
Thank you, Kango.
Double A, where do you rank Murray if Kamara is a question mark? I rank Murray around my God, 6 to 10. I think he'd definitely be that good. I don't know that I'd expect that, but I'd definitely get ready for it. Smitty's going to get bad posture sitting like that. Well, I sat forward ironically before you said that. I traded Mixon for Keenan Allen. Yeah, it's okay. JP, Pats Chiefs are scheduled for Monday Night Football as of right now. 2 Monday Night Football games. Oh boy. Let's check the news on that. Let's check the news on that, bro. Mahomie. Patrick Mahomie. So the latest on the Chiefs game, Monday or Tuesday, JP, and I thought the word was that it was going to be Tuesday. So that's my understanding of it, that they're looking at Tuesday, but they're saying Monday or Tuesday. I believe they're going to go with Tuesday, which in a way is good and bad. In a way, it's bad because it gives another day for positive COVID tests to pop up. But we don't want them playing with, if they're infected anyway. But I don't know. How's the Jaws music go? COVID. COVID sucks. Smitty, what side of this trade is better? James Robinson, Michael Gallup, and first rounder for Mark Andrews, Amari Cooper, and Devin Singletary. Let me put this on screen. That's a really complex thing to break down. Let me throw it on here. James Robinson, Gallup, first rounder for Mark Andrews, Cooper, Devin Singletary. Give me James Robinson. No. Depends who the first rounder is, but I mean, Andrews and Cooper is pretty good. James Robinson, I just like a little bit better right now. I don't know. That's a tough one. Andrews is really good. That's really good. That's pretty decent value. I probably would flip Cooper, though. Amari Cooper. Vampire League 0-3. Godwin for Chubb. Running back is Gibson. I trade Godwin for Chubb for sure because Godwin's out and hurt. So I would make that trade. Looking like a Twitch streamer. How many tweeters do we have watching right now? Fuller or Chark half PPR this week. I'm going to go Fuller until we see Chark return, but Chark will eventually, I think, play like a high-end wide receiver too. Legion has Wilson, Gibson, Allen for Rodgers, Hopkins, Jones. So Russell Wilson, Gibson, Allen for Aaron Rodgers, Hopkins. Aaron Jones, or Julio Jones. I assume is it Aaron? If it's Aaron Jones, hell yeah. If it's Julio, I'd probably still do that. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, says John. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Monty or Hunt. I'm going to go with Hunt. You're not crazy going Monty, though, bro. Trust your gut. Robinson, Rookie of the Year. He could be. Aaron Jones. Then, of course, take that side, man. That's a killer deal. Can I make a trade now before tomorrow? You might be able to. Depends on your rules. But, yeah. Or Julio Jones. I don't know which one is it. Julio for Aaron Jones. I take Aaron Jones, bro, by a lot. I think most anybody would. Check out the IG group I posted. The past Chiefs update. Okay, JP, I will. Someone have to be dumb to trade away Chubb for Godwin. I think with Godwin hurt, yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but I'd say I agree. Got to go with Chubb. I need a third QB. Do you think Jalen Hurts can become a starter? I mean, I think it's a long shot, but I'm predicting it to happen, yeah. J-Rob is too fat to last, sell high. Bro, no, he's not. James, what wide receiver is Jacobs worth trading for? Adams, Hill, Mike Thomas potentially. Maybe get more. He means the Chubb owner is a fool. I know. That's what I'm saying. Godwin's hurt, so you have to take Chubb. I wouldn't go as far as to call anybody a fool for it. I just think that you got to take Chubb and then maybe even turn him into another non-injured wide receiver. I feel dumb trading Nick Chubb, but I got David Johnson and Keenan Allen, so it's close, says MIQ. I don't think that's a horrible deal for you, but I would get rid of David Johnson, man. I'd trade him, like, fast. Adams news, Adams should play, but we don't know for sure. It says Devontae Adams' hamstring is questionable for week 4. As soon as he's deemed active, put him in at wide receiver locked and loaded number 1. So I think a lot of the news reports are unsure, but they're saying that, that they're expecting him to be a go. Super chat from Mike. Gallup or McKinnon at flex. Go McKinnon this week. Or Tony who? Tony who? John Brown. I'm going McKinnon. I don't know what player you're talking about. Tony Pollard? John says this dude refused Sanders for Adams today. He is starting Ronald Jones and Sony. Bench has nada. I said good luck. Maybe give him a little bit more, bro. Because Adam, I mean, he's going to save face. Give him a little bit more. Go get Adams a little bit cheaper. Sell David Johnson. James, I agree. David Johnson's not going to last. Well, I'm not starting out the tight end. Don't know. But I'm like, you're asking me a question about like he's not even close to the names you threw out. Who did you say? Here's the question you had. Oh, I already have it up. McKinnon, yeah, McKinnon, bro. That's not even close. I mean, I'd go John Brown maybe, but not going to go with it. Smitty, Nuke playing this week, got Isabella on the bench. Smitty's Nuke playing this week. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. There wasn't an update as of the last 5 minutes, but he's still a game time decision. For what it's worth, the Cardinals GM Steve Keim said he would allow Hopkins to make his own decision on whether or not to suit up for Sunday. Still the same status, bro. I didn't think there was an update on it. We don't know. We don't know. Thanks, Jonathan, says David. Hunter Henry or Hayden Hurst? Probably Hayden Hurst. How long have we been live? 2 hours? All right, here's the outro music. If you super chat, the show goes on. Just like normal. I would go longer. 2 hours is still a long show. I would go longer, but Smitty's exhausted. I think JT will have a big day. Hopkins tweeted he's playing. That's good news. He could have a setback in warm-ups though, bro. So don't always lock that in. Playing Nuke. Smitty, Nuke playing this week. Oh, I already did that one. Everyone start super chatting. You super chat, I play the music. NFL is done, says Christian. Watch your mouth. Everybody put their earmuffs on when Christian speaks. It's fine. Smitty is a beast. Thank you, Jonathan. Everyone start super chatting. Henry or Hurst. Again, I'm going Hurst. I traded J-Rob for Galladay. That's an okay trade either way. I mean, I like both players a lot. Super chat by David. He gets another music play. Thank you, David. David says Mixon or Devontae Parker. I'd probably go Mixon, bro. Jordan says I want 2 music plays. JT and Drake going to have a big week. I think they both do. I think JT, you obviously would play over Drake if you had the choice, but I think that both of them are going to play good. I think defenses are going to be like, look, we gotta let this running game beat us, not Kyler Murray in the passing attack. So okay, well, 2 more music plays because of the super chats. Everybody thank Jordan and David. I have you're the best, Smitty. Thank you, David. Thank you. You're the best, David. Thank you for the super chat. JT needs more screens. I agree. If you want to trade McCaffrey, what is the value? We talked about that earlier in the show. I mean, go give up Keenan Allen for him. Give up an Allen Robinson who's on fire right now for Christian McCaffrey, who once he's 2 weeks away, everyone's going to put him in their top 10 overall. Chicago versus India or Chargers at Tampa. I'd probably go Chicago if I had to make a choice between those two. Noah wants to know if I can tell the Colts to stop playing their backups. Stop playing your backups. David Johnson or Chark. I'd probably take Chark, man. But I try and get more because you can. Hey, Smitty, pick 2. Mark Andrews, Hollywood. Justin Jefferson, Slayton. I go Andrews and Hollywood. MVS worth a shot. Maybe. Depends on your situation. But, like, he's an okay, deep league wide receiver 3 on a team that's hurt and needs somebody. 1 to 2 redraft. Singletary of Moss doesn't play for Mixon. I take Mixon on that. I mean, Mixon, I think, could bounce back. But he's playing so bad right now, like I predicted, you're going to lose too many games to recover. But if you're buying him low now, you're not spending what people spent on him and are losing because of it. So buying now is not bad. James Matt, I stole Taylor in the 4th. Nice job. Noah, Smitty, I only have Hilaire, Mixon, Drake, Galladay, Parker. Please help me with McCaffrey. I would trade McLaurin for him. I'd trade Drake for him. I'd trade Mixon for him. I would not trade Hilaire, keep Hilaire. I would not trade Galladay. But, I mean, I'd trade those other guys. David Johnson or Odell. Probably Odell, but why go after? I don't want either of those guys. Mixon is weak, says Jonathan. Mixon has an injury. He's always an injury concern, and I get ripped apart for calling him injury prone. He's always banged up. Even if he's played, he's been banged up, even though he's maybe played games that a lot of people just look and say he played 15 games, 14 games, whatever. He's been banged up a lot in his career. Should I start Clyde, Edwards, Hilaire? I start him, but it depends on your options. If you got like a James Robinson on your bench because you picked him up and you're loaded, then go James Robinson, but you do not put Clydey boy on the bench. You won't sleep at night. Taylor looked horrible if you watched the games. No, he didn't, James. He got scripted out. It happens. Bengals are clueless, says Master Yoda. Mixon injury isn't serious. He's playing. So as far as I know, that's true. If Mixon is out, can I put Woods or Chark in? Put Woods in if he is out, but he should play. If Kamara doesn't play, do you start Lat Murray over Henderson? Probably. All right, I think we got one more music play. Unless somebody super chats, Hunt or Lamb at flex. Come on. I mean, anything can happen, but it's Hunt. Hunt's the decision. Hunt's the name. Woods is playing, says whoever that was. I already clicked off it. Antonio Gibson or John Brown. Go. God, that's tough. I like John Brown, though. I think I go Gibson, but I like John Brown. I'm not telling you to bench John Brown. I got Henderson filling in for Clyde. What time is it? Clyde Edwards butt hair. Clyde Edwards butt hair, says Spock. Smitty, I'm trusting Hollywood for one more week because I have no choice. Good, Noah. I hope he goes nuts for you. And I hope you come back questioning him, even if he goes crazy. It'll be fun. Stream of the week, Hendy Fire. Attaboy, Master Yoda. Hendy finally getting some love. I have to say, I feel pretty good about that. I feel like Hendy needed to deliver. Smitty, stream of the week. Thank you, DJ Moore. And Fuller, Odell Beckham Jr., your wide receivers. What move should I make? I trade Christian McCaffrey. I trade for Mike Thomas. I trade for Lamar Jackson. Go buy Lamar Jackson before week 4 kicks off. Send your trade offers out now. That's going to do it. Thank you for joining me in the new studio. And I'll give you a better tour later. I'm going to get another camera over somewhere so you can see the studio from this side, because I believe that this side is. Okay, Craig wants another music play. We're doing one more round. Everybody can thank Craig for the super chat. Thank you, Craig. MVS or Landry. Yikes. Yikes is right, bro. I don't think I like either of those options. MVS, I guess, as long as he's healthy. But that's tough. JP with the super chat. If the Pats play, expect Edelman to have 18 targets, says JP. JP. Daryl Hendy. Smitty, I offered Drake and Justin Jefferson for McCaffrey and Deshaun Jackson. Drake, I take McCaffrey. I've said it 100 times in a row. I'd trade Gurley straight up for McCaffrey. I'd trade Allen Robinson straight up for McCaffrey. I'd trade a boatload of players straight up for McCaffrey. A boatload, I tell you. I go Parker, the real baseball king. I go Parker. A stream is someone rostered below 50% of leagues, says James. Okay, James. Super chat. Without Carson, who should I trust going forward? Hopefully you can refer to the earlier chat. Oh, James, how am I going to find that, bro? Unless it's like really close, man. I have hundreds of messages. So James, put your roster in. There's no way I can track that. That's like 400 messages ago. We've had 2,541 comments on this 2-hour live stream. So looking through that, it's going to be insane. So I'll keep looking for your avatar. I've got my mind on it. So I'm looking for you. So please tell me who your options are. I'll put it next to this question and answer it. Do you think Mixon will turn it around this week? Maybe, but I'm more so thinking a couple of weeks from now when defenses say, "Hey, let's make this running game beat us now." Freaking dropped Hendy 2 weeks ago. Noah. Okay, just Sherman. Here we go. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Without Carson, who should I trust going forward? Kelly, Gaskin, Moss, Swift, Murray. Lat Murray, if he's starting, bro, but you got to monitor that situation. Past that, it's probably Kelly for right now, but Gaskin is not bad. But I go Kelly if I've got to pick between those guys. And Lat Murray's not starting. Kyler or A-Rod? Kyler. You're not crazy going either, but Kyler. Captain Spock says D's nuts. JP, give me Hendy back, says Noah. Dak got Zeke. Dak got Zeke and 3 wide receivers to feed. It's true. It's true. Hendy got dropped by a lot of people after the running. Yeah, after Brown went crazy, he got dropped. Okay, last music play. Thanks to JP and Just Sherman. I appreciate you guys. Hollywood or Lamb? I'm going Hollywood. Traded Gaskins, Taylor, and Keenan for Lamar and Aaron Jones. Dude, you killed that. Come on. That didn't get vetoed? I'm not saying I agree with vetoes. I'm just saying so many people get their good trades vetoed. I just figure it's a joke, but I figure you get it vetoed. It's a good trade, you get it vetoed. That's why I don't have those. Jake with a super chat. Jets or Clemson? Jets or Clemson? What are we talking about here? I'm tired. You're going to have to explain this to me. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. Smitty's not real sharp right now. You're going to have to walk me through that one. Thumbs up and subscribe, says Captain. Now that I can understand. That I can understand. James over Noah. Noah over James. But why are we talking about Clemson and the Jets? You're just saying you're trying to cross worlds? Is that the question? I'm going to say the Jets lose that one. If you're trying to ask me about a college football team playing the Jets, the Jets are going to lose that 10 times out of 10. All right, one more music play with that super chat. I appreciate it. It's just random. Okay, yeah. Give me Clemson by a mile. Give me Clemson by 2 miles. Give me Alabama by 2 miles. Give me almost anybody over the Jets. Give me Memphis over the Jets. Just kidding. As a Jets fan. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to rub that in. Give me Memphis over the Jets. Give me ASU or U of A. Give me NAU. I believe it's already been done in the 70s. Give me where did Jimmy G play again? It was that small school. I'm blanking out. I'm so tired. Jimmy Garoppolo played at Eastern Illinois. Give me Eastern Illinois over the Jets. Smitty is expecting a 50-piece from Clyde this week. I'm expecting Clyde to have 102 touchdowns if he plays. The Lakers could beat the Jets for sure. Should I trade Joe Mixon for Connor? I'd probably take Connor at this point, but I don't trust either one. I'm probably trading both of those broskies, man. Yeah, Eastern Illinois. Hunt, questionable, but I bet he suits up, says Master Yoda. My high school football team can beat the Jets. It's true. That's true. Lamb or Gallup? I go Gallup. Thank you all for joining me in the new studio here. JP's trying to keep me. Thanks, Scott. You need to do a separate chat for people, Patreons or whatever, because you spend all the time answering super chats. I do, Mitchell. I have, if you go to my main YouTube page and you click on join, I do a live right before kickoff. Right before kickoff, bro. 1 hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes before kickoff. So tomorrow morning, if you want to be on that Zoom call, it's private, it's more intimate.
we will be there. So go to my main YouTube page, click join, or you could go to my Patreon, patreon.com/The Fantasy Football Show. Do I risk starting Dobbins at running back or trade him for a player like Hunt? I'd rather start Hunt, bro. Do I trade James Robinson for Eckler? Yeah, you go get Eckler, I think. Smitty is intimate. Nate with the super. Thank you, Nate. And thank you, JP. Expecting Clyde to do nothing against those Pats, says JP. Denzel Mims worth a buy low trade. I think he might be solid on the back half of the year. He could be. I worry about that Jets offense, bro. So I don't know. I mean, look at AJ Brown. I worried about Mariota, and he was not non-factor very quickly, and Tannehill kind of emerged out of nowhere. So if we could maybe get another quarterback in there fast, then we could see Mims develop quick. Clyde is better than Zeke, says Noah. I think they're both elite. They're both monsters. Oh, isn't that like Doogie Howser? I think it's like the Doogie Howser sound. How's the Doogie Howser song go?